Hey, I'm Dina, Haddad, divorce attorney and mediator here in California. And this is my husband, Dr. Invia Beth Joseph, licensed marriage and counseling therapist here in California as well. And we just wanted to break down the Andy Byron, Kristen Cabot debacle and drama that is playing out in front of our eyes. And we were thinking, hey, what can we bring to the table as professionals? As what do we see? I mean, do you see that happen often when there is an affair?
Not to this level, but yes, I see this all the time in my office. There are a lot of consequences. So first and foremost, the reason why this particular case just blew up the internet is because, number one, people love drama.
No, I know.
There's drama, there's emotionally charged, people are judging, and it's shareable. So this is golden for social media. The consequences are just as bad. People lose their job, lose their homes, their families, they have diseases. The children are impacted.
And now Andy's behavior, because it was inside and internal with the company, resulted in him having to be, he resigned, but he's let go, right? And that's a huge problem for parties who are truly invested in a private equity company, because those stocks are going to be so hard to divide. It's going to require them to be connected for a while, very likely. And that's really hard when you're coming off such a public display of an affair.
Absolutely.
I mean, it's out of control. For me, that just blows me away. I really worry about the kids that are involved because, obviously everybody's on social media, and that is going to be so damaging to the parental relationship. What would you say to, Andy and Kristen, the ones who had the affair, about their relationship with their children? What can they do right now in the thick of it?
Well, right now, what Kristen and Andy can do, first and foremost, is talk about it. They can't just keep it a secret. They have to really give space for their children to express their hurt, their anger. So they really have to have an attitude of humility and willingness to talk about it. What the parent needs to do with the teenager, with the child, is, again, make himself or herself available and be very humble about it. Do not get defensive. Do not make excuses. You blew up the world that they lived in. So you have to take ownership of that, and you have to acknowledge their feelings. You have to let them know that I cannot even understand what your world is like right now, what your friends are saying. That is horrible. You did not ask for this. I did this to you, and I'm so sorry. So you have to have that kind of attitude when you approach them.
One thing that you told me, the kids, they don't have their prefrontal cortex fully developed. I mean, so I guess as parents, we can't expect them to see it from my perspective, see it from a broader perspective, or really understand my apology. Because if I were in this, I would so desperately want my relationship with the kids to be restored. I mean, we're parents of 4.
They have to go through the process. They have to feel the pain, get the answers to the questions that they have, the confusion, the fear, before they can forgive and move on. This is going to be a very long road for Andy and Kristen.
But having the family in therapy, being able to trust their therapist, because this has become so public, will be important. We don't know what's really happening. But Byron changed her name. It's like she doesn't even want to be seen. She wants to hide. I mean, people who have been cheated on often don't know what they want right away, right?
Well, the number one question the hurting party asks is why? Why did you do this? Why? And it's an existential question, but it is a question the hurting party asks. You chose to do something different without my permission. And that's what's so painful, traumatizing, destabilizing.
I mean, it's going to take time. I mean, there's lovely restorations of marriage, right? We don't know whether they want that or they don't want that, or if it's irretrievably and it's broken. And if they did, as we've said in prior videos, if you are going to get a divorce, try to mediate. This is your opportunity to be cooperative. I know it's super hard at the beginning of a case when the emotions are high and there's no reason to trust one another. But there are ways to mediate. They could each hire attorneys, and then the attorneys do the mediation for them. Whatever they can do to keep it private, because you don't want, the public court to have your hearings on transcript available to the media now at this point. So anything that they can use in the ADR, which is alternate dispute resolution services, to keep it private is going to be a win for the family. Right? They don't need that stuff aired out in a public courtroom. So I'm hoping that, especially with a privately held company, so even though he resigned, he has stock options or RSUs or some kind of equity in this company. I don't know what the exit plan is for him, but that's going to impact Megan as well. It's going to impact their children. And so I hope they play their cards correctly, because in a divorce, in California, we have a community property state, but this is not California. It's an equitable distribution state. And then in addition, there's a financial one that's coming if they choose to get a divorce. That's content for another video, but this guy knows what he's talking about. We are hopeful to give you more tips and ideas and thoughts if you are found in a similar spot, whether you are the one who was found out in an affair or been cheated on. It doesn't matter. We are around for resources and help. We wish you the best, and make sure to follow, like, and subscribe for more content from the two of us.